Every year there's maybe 1,000 people applying, and every year only 100 get accepted to join the Air Force. He was super proud. Oh, my daughter is going to be military like me. I'm scared in Chile to walk alone. In here, it's perfect. I have no afraid of anything in here. 안녕하세요. 제 이름 프란시스카입니다. 한국 이름이 라니. 저는 2년 전에 칠레에서 왔어요. I served in Chile in the military on the year 2012. In Chile, the military is not just like become a military, it's more like the university along with the military life. Besides that, my dad used to be army, and I don't know why, but senior year in high school, I was like, I really want to join the Air Force, and my family were everyone like, what? Why? You? Air Force? No. In Chile Air Force, every year there's maybe 1,000 people, 1,005 people applying, and every year only 100 get accepted to join the Air Force. So I was one of them. The exams to join in there are two parts. The first part is only like math, English, language, and psychological tests. And once you approve that, then you go to the physical test and medical and interview with the general of the Air Force. So I passed all of that. You have to live inside the school. Monday to Friday, you wake up at 6 a.m., go to a morning run, then breakfast, shower, and classes. Classes are like armament, military history, a lot of math, English. And after class, you go to sports, and the same every day. Friday night, you can go home and go back Sunday night. And also the different ranks inside the school is super strong. Like first years need to ask for permission to everything. Like if there's a cadet of second year or third year, you need to, okay, firm, like my cadet, can I do this? Okay, thank you, and then go. He was super proud, like, oh, my daughter is going to be military like me. So no, he was really happy. My mom was a bit sad because it's a long time without seeing them, but they were both really happy. Right now, with all the Hallyu, is crazy. Actually, in Chile, in Santiago, which is the capital, there's a Koreatown. They even named the street Seoul. If you go to Chile, Santiago, there's a street called Seoul that is full of Korean restaurants, supermarkets. They all want to come and try. After the medical discharge, I had a lot of time, so I was just on internet and I was just in bed and turned on the TV, and there was this like weird drama, Asian drama, and I was like, what is this? I watched the entire drama in one day and I was like, oh my god, I love this. And then I fell into the K-drama world. And then I just started to become interested in Korea. I graduated for hotel management, and then I started working for an airline. Friend of mine, she was coming to Korea on vacation, and she told me, Lani, you look bad. Come with me. And I came with my friend, and I finally met all the K-world that I watch on the K-dramas and everything. And I just died. I was like, oh my god, I love this. Definitely it was the safety. In Chile, even in the morning going to the school or afternoon going back home or anytime is dangerous, mainly for a woman alone to walk on the streets. And when I came here, it was late and I wanted to go to the Pyeongjam to buy something, and I was like looking everywhere like, is it safe? But after 2-3 days, it was like, okay, never mind. I can go whenever I want, wherever, whenever, and I'm going to be okay. So that was like the main shock that I had. When I landed the first day on a tour, I set my foot in the airport and I was like calm, relaxed, comfortable. I have traveled to other countries in Latin America. I've traveled alone too. There's always this like kind of anxious inside of you that is like, oh, I'm in another country, I don't know what to do or whatever. But when I set my foot in here, first I was like, okay, I like here. I couldn't speak Korean at all, couldn't read Korean, but even like that, I was just so comfortable. That was just like the first. The life, the safety, the service. They were like, are you sure? but Korea is so far. The culture is so different. Are you going to be okay? Can you go alone? And I was like, yeah, I can do whatever I want. I'm strong. I can do it. But they were like scared, anxious because it's super far. I mean, it's like 35 hours flight. That's like the main problem. My military friends, they were like, oh, I envy you because they are attached to the country. Since they are military, they have to be there. And they were like, oh, I want to travel too. I want to be outside. My parents until today, they are still like, can you come back? But they know I'm happy. They react good. I mean, they knew that I wanted to live here at the moment I came back from the trip. When I told them, no, I'm going to live in Korea and I'm going to marry a Korean guy and you're going to have Korean grandsons. My mom was like, oh, I'm going to have an Asian grandson. Super excited. After both my mom and my dad met Moon on video call, they are both super happy. And actually, today in the morning, my dad just sent a message like, our sons, Moon and me, together, not just me, because they consider him now a son too. So in Chile, it's super dangerous. Like, you're not going to get stabbed or killed in the street, but you can just be walking and lose your phone. Like suddenly, oh, my phone, someone took it. You didn't notice. And here you can be with your phone in your hand, walking at night or daylight or anywhere, and you're going to be okay. In Chile, if you leave your phone, your wallet, your computer on a table, no one goes back. You know that if you leave it, it's going to disappear. Even if you're sitting in there, it might disappear too. But in here, you can just go to a cafe and leave your things on the table. Leave for an hour, come back, and everything is going to be there. That is super cool. Of course, no one's going to try to do something like, oh, no. Hey, I'm a woman. I'm scared in Chile to walk alone as a woman. In here, it's perfect. Like, I have no afraid of anything in here. Among all the countries in Latin America, it's the #1 safest between all of them. But that doesn't mean that things cannot happen in there, but are not as bad as in other countries. They still happen, but not that much. Between Chile and Korea, #1 is the shoes. I love the fact that in Korea you need to take out the shoes. Actually, the first time that I came to Korea, I was like, oh my god, I love this. I went back to Chile and I tried to apply that with my family. So now in my family, everyone wears slippers inside the house, no shoes, because it's so clean and comfortable, and it's just like you're in your house, so you need to be comfortable. You shouldn't be wearing shoes inside. Also, the service. I love service when the ajumas on the restaurant, oh, service, I love it. In Chile, that doesn't happen. The tip culture in Chile is mandatory. When you get the bill, the 10% tip is included in the price and you have to pay it. Here in Korea, I got sick one day, like sick, like the flu, I don't know, super bad cold. I was like, oh my god, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to book an appointment with the doctor. And a friend told me, no, you just need to go. And I was like, how's that? Okay. So I just went to the doctor. Okay, what are your symptoms? This. Okay, have a seat. And the doctor just met me in there, like super fast. And I was like, oh my god, this is awesome. And after that, I had to pay, and it was super cheap. And then they gave me the prescription for the medicine. I went to the Yakuk, and it was super cheap. That doesn't happen in Chile. In Chile, if you get sick, you can be super sick. You need to book an appointment with the doctor. And if you're lucky, you're going to get it for 1 week later, maybe. Sometimes it can be 1 month, 2 months later. And that one, like 20 minutes with the doctor can be 9,000 maybe for 20 minutes. And then to get the medicine, the prescription and everything can be 10,000 more. It's crazy. You cannot go to the doctor without an appointment, even if it's in an emergency. And if you go to emergency room at the hospital, that one expensive. That's super expensive. Yes, I like here. I want to visit Chile. I miss my family, but just visit, not live in there. I want to live in here. Right now, I'm working as a kids entertainer, like animator. And I make dances or stretching, like entertain kids for a while. That's what I'm doing right now. I got a job extra at Surprise of NBC one time. We're going to sign the papers next month, but the big wedding with the dress and everything where my family, my entire family is going to come is going to be on two more years. So guys, today I told you about the difference between Chile culture and Korean culture. I really hope that you enjoyed it. If you like it, you can give like, subscribe, leave comments, you know. I also have my YouTube channel with my fiance now. It's Lani and Moon. You can follow us there if you want to. And thank you so much. Nice to meet you. Mucho gusto.